Okay, viewers, on the telly here's my old friend, or should I say arch nemesis, James Bloody Sheeny. Oh, this guy goes on and on and on and on. One morning I woke up to his hubbub and from 2 rooms away. His voice cuts through walls and glass. I bet most people in Australia find this bloke incredibly annoying. And I question what's the catch here with these so-called special deals.
Thanks, James.
Okay, viewers, here I am in Launceston. I just thought for the heck of it I'd just come out here just for the heck of it. And yeah, I went and bought some Polaroid film from Officeworks and been shooting a bit of Polaroid around the place, photographing the old buildings and the like. Anyway, this is Prince's Square, lovely little park. Well, not so little, but lovely park in Launceston, one of the many parks about. This one's yeah, beautifully designed park from the 9th century. You've got that nice fountain in the middle. I love old parks like this. It's just very nice, nice places to go. So I want to bring my metal detector here, but probably get into trouble for it, given the fact this park's well kept and it's probably heritage listed. So won't be doing that. But anyhow, so here we've got the fountain, the iconic fountain in this park. Can't remember how old this fountain is, but I know it dates sometime in the 9th century. Well, there's a plaque over here that gives the information on it. And that's the information there. So would have been put there in 1857. That's bloody old. Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few old buildings around Launceston, old and newer buildings. There's a mix of like 19th century buildings and sort of more modern brutalist buildings from the 60s to the 80s and all that. And yeah, plenty of churches. I wouldn't be surprised if there's over 10 churches in Launceston. Probably, I'd say even over 20, I dare say. Well, maybe I'm underestimating, probably maybe more. Anyway, there's a church over there, church over there. I'm sure that's a church. Looks like a church, looks churchy enough. Anyway, what a beautiful area. It's just nice to come out here and enjoy it. Alright, well, just going to go around, take photos and enjoy my walk around. I'm parked in a car park. I've reserved the car park till about 4:45, so plenty of time on my hands. Let's get to it. Okay viewers, here I am in City Park, and yeah, I can't go to City Park without paying my primate friends a visit. Yeah. Paying the monkeys a visit once again. Here they are, monkeying around. Alright, yeah, I'm going to hang around City Park for a while and just enjoy the scenery and take photos and all that. Alright, see you on the next one. Okay viewers, here I am walking through City Park. It's a lovely fountain over there. Over there is, I forget the name what it's called, but it's pretty much a greenhouse where plants and all that are growing. I think it's called a conservatory if I remember rightly. I've just taken a photograph on Polaroid, but I'm waiting for it. Hasn't developed enough to even reveal an image yet. So yeah, here we go. John Hart Conservatory, that's the name of it. Let's go for a little gander in there. What a very lovely park Launceston City Park is. I always enjoy coming here. So here we are inside the conservatory. Lots of lovely flowers and the like. And yeah, more parkland as far as the eye can see. Alrighty. Well, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, thought I'd stop by Penny Royal Windmill, that's the name of the windmill. Take a few photos. You know, if those trees weren't obstructing it, that would make it even better for a photograph, but it is what it is. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just going to take a Polaroid photo and some digital photos and then head off up the road. I might stop in front of Penny Royal World, take some shots. Been meaning to go there, but yeah, I just got to make some time to go there. Anyhow, been a great day today, lovely weather. This morning it looked a bit dog shit, but it's come up good. Spent pretty much of the arvo just wandering the city of Launceston, taking photographs of vintage buildings and the like. Just felt like doing that, so I did. Anyhow, let's take some photos of this windmill. Okay viewers, here I am at the windmill tram shelter right in front of Penny Royal Windmill. Yeah, took a Polaroid from a distance. Pretty much doubtful I can fit this whole windmill in one ride, but we'll see how we go. I've got one more exposure left to do, so I'll see how I go with that. Anyhow, here it is in full view. Nice to see it in full view. Alright, anyway, it's time to take a few more photos. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, it's Thursday 17th of October. I was expecting dog shit weather today, but it's turned out to be alright. I mean, cloud cover here and there, but still quite nice. I decided to come to Sheffield to go check out that antique shop again and buy some more silver coins, seeing they're going reasonably cheap. I saw some cloud cover over Mt Roland, so I thought I'd swing by down Claude Road again and take some photos and some video. Anyway, yeah, I like it when there's cloud brushing this mountain. It just kind of makes it even more interesting. There was a bit more cloud over the mountain a bit earlier. I was hoping to get it when there was a bit more cloud, but can't win them all. There's still a bit of cloud going over on the right side of the crags. Anyhow, Mt Roland once again. One of my most favourite mountains in Tassie, next to Cradle Mountain and Mount Wellington and the other spectacular looking mountains. But yeah, this mountain's definitely, I mean, it definitely should be you know, a tourist attraction. I don't see it sort of really mentioned that much on the top tourist spots to go, but it should be there. It's a pretty cool looking mountain. Alright, anyway, time to head into Sheffield. I've taken some photos, and yeah, I'll go hit the coin shop. No, the antique shop. Stupid me. Alright, see you in the next one. Okay viewers, here I am back in Sheffield again. Yeah, I didn't even know these murals were around here. There is actually a mural guide that I should have gotten a hold of from the Visitors Centre. I think that's where you get it from. One of the blokes I was talking to earlier had one on him, and he's just checking them out. But anyway, I've just stumbled across these, and these are all really good. And there's more murals right behind these shelters. And you also got murals painted onto the footpath, which is pretty cool too. Yeah, there's a lot here to see. If it wasn't for these murals, Sheffield would be a ghost town by now. That one's one of my favourite. Yeah, and I just love art. It's just exciting to look at it all. That's a really cool idea, that. I totally love it. I love it when people's wild imaginations get visually represented in the form of paintings and drawings and sculptures and whatever else. Yeah, there's a lot to see around here. So yeah, there's plenty more murals behind the on the other side of the shelter. Kind of look like bus shelters in a sense. Ooh. Video stopped because I had some big, I don't know, flying ants or something on my finger, and I thought fling it off quickly before it bites me. Otherwise I would end up with a nasty bite. Anyway, more murals over here. That one looks pretty much almost photographic. Pardon me. And here's another row. That's a pretty cool idea. An old Woody riding on a octopus, and you got a dog on top of its eye. Or colossal squid, I think, actually. One of the two anyway. And a couple just sitting on top of the luggage on the roof racks, and that's a cool idea. Yeah, so there's some nice artwork here, quite like it. And this is the main parkland of Sheffield. I haven't really looked at what the name of the park is, but pretty nice area. And the groundskeeper over there is mowing it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna head off now and go to Mole Creek. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, here I am out front of my old school, Mole Creek Primary School. Yeah, I used to go there from about 1987 to 1990. Left after probably mid-year 3, and yeah, when Mum moved us to the mainland. Anyway, before that school I went to in kindergarten. There was a little school across the road there which is no longer there, got demolished around 2015, I think. And yeah, that was that was the kindergarten. It's a shame they did that, but anyway, what can you do? Anyway, I used to, 1986 when I was in kindy, there was this little school building over there, and I went there. But anyway, this is the main school I went to. Yeah, fun times. Yeah, back in 2012, me and one of my good friends from school, yeah, we went to the school again, and yeah, she talked to the staff and you know, asked if it was okay if we could have a bit of a tour, a reminiscent tour, and sure enough, they were kind enough to let us have a bit of a look around, and it was good. It was good to see the school on the inside again, and yeah, a fair bit's changed. Well, some of it hasn't, some of it has, and I know the old principal's office ain't there no more, and yeah, a few rooms have been knocked down, a bit of restructuring and all that. But anyway, it's good to see all that again. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just filming it as I'm going through Mole Creek. I'm just going to be heading back to Dad's soon. Yeah, spotted a cow sculpture over there, which looks a bit like the one up at Kiama Fire Brigade, which is an art gallery now. So we have a cow sculpture up there, and yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's got artwork on it, so yeah, like in Kiama we have this cow sculpture, and that gets painted every year, and of different art schemes and all that. Anyhow, that's my old school. Nice to pass by and reminisce on it again. Alright, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, I'm pretty much on my way out of Mole Creek, well, pretty much over the other side of the mountain now. I think this area is called Paradise, something like that. I think it's Paradise. That's the name of this particular region. Or it could be part of Gowrie Park. No, I think that's probably down a bit further that way. But anyway, yeah, no, thought I'd stop by, take some photos. This is looks quite beautiful here. Yeah, you got like reddish trees there, green trees, and the blue Mt Roland. Just, yeah, nice palette of colours here. I just thought it'd be great to do some photos here. Over there, I'm guessing that you got a lot of clear cutting over there. I'm guessing that's a forest plantation to produce timber. So they plant trees and then they cut them down once they mature. That's my assumption anyways. I could be wrong, but yeah, I believe that's a timber plantation. Alright, well, yeah, I'll be heading back to Latrobe. I'm going to do a little bit of metal detecting there, and then head back to Dad's. Alright, see you in the next video. Okay viewers, it's Friday the 8th of October, and yeah, it's a pretty shitty day today. It's been pissing down rain all day. It's going to get a bit better in the afternoon, but yeah, I sort of used the downtime to just do some house chores, like wash my clothes and all that sort of thing. Anyhow, I'm in Devonport now. I'm just at the mall so I can go have lunch, and the bloody ticket machine down there ain't working. Yeah, I tried to pay on card and I tried to pay in cash, and the goddamn thing doesn't work. And other people who also attempted to use it said it doesn't work either. And yeah, all the machines here are actually out. So, just in case some ranger decides to slap a ticket on my car, a ticket fine, I've just written this down: ticket machine out of order. Ticket machine out of order. So they should understand, unless they're real bastards. But anyway, so yeah, I was told there's not much going on at this mall anyways, but I'm going here just for the hell of it, just so I can have a bit of lunch and just to wander around, something to do. It's better than just staying home at Dad's, because Dad and his son Kai are out, and so they're out they're out at Smithton, so they're going to be there all day, and I'm just going to be there on my own. So yeah, thought I'd just come out here just for the hell of it. Alright, time to go have some lunch and just wander around for a little while. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, yeah, I hung around the mall for a while, went to eat at Live Eat and had a burrito there. I thought, yeah, for the remainder of the afternoon, why not come down to House of Anvers Chocolate Factory, as it's a few minute drive away from Dad's. So yeah, yeah, I've been here back in 2015. It was really good. Sam had some good, nice chocolate and stuff. And here I am again. Good place to come on a rainy day. Anyway, so yeah, this is some of the historical displays of the chocolate moulds. Those, I don't know exactly what they are. They look like some kind of fruit. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, a bit of memorabilia on display. Cocoa box down there. That's funny. Fairy lax. So it's like laxative. Yeah, laxatives they have there. Don't know if you can hear me above this hubbub around, but anyway. Yeah, I'm just checking out the displays. Good. Quite like the old memorabilia they've got here, historical items. Yeah, well, this looks like an old board game. It's a chocolate box, I'd say. Oh, we've got some more moulds over here for Easter. These are all the old moulds they used to use. And this is a detailing of how chocolates are made and stuff. And this is a bit of the timeline history. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to carry on and just look around. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, I didn't quite know what these things are, but it's a cacao bean pretty much, which is used in making chocolate. So yeah, silly me, I should have known that, but yeah, that's the inside of them. So yep, they're the major ingredient in making chocolate. I wish I was a bit more. I wish I could explain things better, but that's just me. But anyway, they are cacao beans pretty much, and there's quite a few varieties of them. Alright, anyway, time to move on and check out the rest of the factory. So there's another display up here with more chocolate moulds. And there's even the dates on the moulds too. Yeah, some of them date back pretty far. Alrighty, well anyway, see you next video. Okay viewers, I'm at the outside of the House of Anvers. Over there is a viewing platform. There's a couple of viewing platforms at least to see the process and operation in making chocolate. But yeah, here we've got some more memorabilia displays of old chocolate moulds. So yeah, quite a collection here. And there. Anyway, yeah, just walking down that way. Oh, it's just puddles everywhere. I've got my feet drenched, kind of drenched. Anyway, I'm just checking this stuff out here, and then I'm going to head down to the chocolate store and buy me some chocolate. Anyway, see you next video. Good morning, viewers. It's the October the 19th, the second last day in Tassie. I'm so not looking forward to going back home. I'm loving it down here, and I just wish there was a way I could live down here. But anyway, I thought I'd make today, given the weather's going to be very nice, I thought I'd make today a nice day of cruising down the east coast of Tasmania, not Australia. So my plan is to drive to Bridport, then through Scottsdale out to Helensburgh, you knob, St Helens. I'm going to go to St Helens and then drive down the east coast down to Wineglass Bay and get to Wineglass Bay hopefully no later than mid-afternoon. I mean, it's got daylight savings, so it doesn't matter if I get there early evening, but that's the plan anyways, and then it's a 3-hour trip back to Dad's. So that's the plan. Anyhow, beautiful morning here, lovely countryside. I think I should snap a few photos while I'm here, and then make my way to Bridport, which is about a bit over an hour and a half drive away. And over here we've got the obligatory sheep. Yeah, well, there's no cows about. Normally there is. There's probably some up that way, but yeah, in farmland you either got sheep or cows. They are quintessential as cattle. Anyway, so yeah, just gonna take some photos and then get going. Beautiful morning, beautiful look, beautiful countryside. Oh, I love Tassie. Anyway, let's get moving. Okay, viewers, I'm on my way to Bridport, and I thought I'd stop by at Batman Bridge, which you can easily say it's Batman Bridge because it's how it's spelt. Oh, yeah, Batman Bridge, but it's actually Batman Bridge. Anyway, yeah, just done a quick research on Google, so I've made a video previously and I just didn't know everything. But anyway, it crosses the Tamar River there, and it was built between 1966 and 1968. I'd say completed in 1968. It is it's the first cable stayed bridge in Australia, and one of the first in the world, according to Wikipedia. So yeah, it's pretty much a modern marvel for Australia in general back then. So yeah, cable stayed bridge, it is. So yeah, it's a very famous bridge. Anyhow, so yeah, it's quite a nice looking bridge too. With a very modernistic looking pylon up there, with cables coming down. So yeah, it's good to see it in person, and I'm gonna get my retro cam out and film it, and then do a bit of photography, and then it's off to Bridport. All right, see you in the next one. Okay, viewers, just walked over a bit, wanted a bit of a better view of the bridge, and here's the bridge once again from a better viewing point, where you can see its main feature, which is the pylon and its cables, which holds the mid part of the bridge up nice and well. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, going to take some photos, and it's off to Bridport. See you there. Okay, viewers, here I am in Bridport. I'm at one of the camping grounds where you got I mean, you've got the Bridport Sailing Club, but that's obviously not the building. Too small to be the building, probably a storage shed I'd say. But yeah, up there you got a whole bunch of cabins and caravans. It's a camping ground pretty much. And yeah, more tents and caravans and the like. Very beautiful spot this is. I'm at one of the beaches. I don't know the name of the beach. I haven't got internet access on my phone here because I've got no Vodafone reception. But anyway, it's a beautiful area, beautiful beach, beautiful view of the sea and the headlands out in the distance. Got some dude over there fishing. And yeah, we've got the headlands. I'm going to pan, zoom and pan around them. Yeah, it's bloody hot today, eh? It's weird, it's been cold most of the time in Tassie, but now it's really heating up like summertime. Feels kind of like summertime. So this looks like possible remnants of an old jetty that once was there. Apologise for my camera shake. I'm just going to try and stabilise my hand a bit. Anyway. Alright, not much more to film, but yeah, this is quite a nice spot. Gonna wander around. I'm going to go for a bit of a drive around Bridport, and then the plan is to next go to Scottsdale for a bit. Probably grab something from the local store there and see what's there, and then head off to St Helens and have lunch there, and then afterwards off to Wineglass Bay. I'll have to try and time it so I can get to Wineglass Bay mid-afternoon. Alright, what else is there to say? Well, anyway, yeah. Actually, there's nothing much more to say. Let's see you in the next video. Okay, viewers, here I am up the road from that camping ground that I was at earlier today. Yeah, just I go up the road a bit. I actually went up to the other side and wasn't seeing much, and sort of on the way out of Bridport, but so I went up this, so I've just gone back this way, and here I am between Adams Beach and Mermaid Pools and the magnetite rock formations. I think that's these down here. Well, I could be wrong, but I believe it's at least some of them anyways. But anyway, yeah, beautiful day, beautiful view. I'm just going to do a zoom in of the horizon. Don't know why the sea's brown there. Hope it ain't sewage, but yeah. But anyway, you don't know. Could be, could not be. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just going to pan across to the distant horizon. It's just got a lot of distant headlands and stuff out that way. There's the headlands. So down this way I've got sand dunes, like major sand dunes, which is a pretty cool sight. There we go, sand dunes. Now, beautiful spot. Going to take a few more photos and then head off to Scottsdale. See you there. Okay viewers, here I am in Scottsdale, just stopping here briefly to just grab some snacks from Woolies and probably a couple other things, and then go to the survey, get some fuel. I'm going to see what's around here just to see if there's anything photo worthy. Well, I photographed that Cries over there. That's a pretty nice looking car of a nice colour. Alright, not much more to report. Let's go hit Woolies and grab some stuff. Hey viewers, I'm just heading out of Scottsdale, trying to find a fucking servo in there. And there's a couple of servos, but they're both bloody closed. And yeah, I want to get bloody 98, but there was an auto servo there, but it only served 91, and now I'm going to have to get 91 fuel anyways. I don't particularly want to put 91 in this car because I usually put 95 upwards, but I'm going to have to bloody just put some fuel in and 91 in, and just go to the next servo and put some better stuff in. But anyway, for now I'm just going to put fuel in, 91 in, and head off to St Helens, and hopefully on the way I might find a servo that serves 98. Alright, see you in the next one. Okay viewers, nearly in St Helens now. Bad news, my freaking battery light's back on again, and I've gradually lost power to my radio, which really fucking sucks, and it's not charging the phone. So yeah, well at least I know the alternator and the battery are fine. It's just there's a dry joint somewhere in the electricals, somewhere in the electricals. Could be a fuse, could be a bloody corroded fuse clip, I don't know. But anyway, enough about that. I'm about to go drive to Helensburgh, so let's go. Not Helen. Did I say Helensburgh? Oh, I keep getting the two towns mixed around. St Helens. Yeah. Alright, well anyway, here we are on our way to St Helens, nearly there, 3 minutes away. Riding in 4th gear because I've got one hand on the wheel while I've got one hand on the camera. Anyway, should have just got a dash cam, that would have helped a lot. So yeah, not too far away. So now we've just entered St Helens, the outer suburb of, the outer reaches of St Helens anyways. So yeah, nice looking main road with trees lining the nature strip. This is looking like this is actually a pretty nice town, St Helens. Alright, well, time to stop camera, and I'll make another video when I get there. Hey viewers, here I am at St Helens, just a little bit on the outside from the actual main port. Yeah, lovely, almost coastal, sort of like bay town. Yeah, I thought about coming here a few times, but yeah, but because of the distance and the fact that I've probably got no internet reception, I was a bit not sure, but I thought, fuck it, let's get down here and then go down to Wineglass Bay. So yeah, St Helens. Zoom in on the town. I've just stopped here because I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. I've got a few pelicans about. Alright, let's zoom in on that. Okay, so focus. Okay, so yeah, the town of St Helens, all the yachts and boats and all that, and the hillside suburbs. Beautiful place. That's the bay. Alright, anyway, gonna go back into the town, go grab something to eat, have a little look around, then head off to Wineglass Bay. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, I've got some fucking terrible news. I can't start my car up. Yeah, the battery light was on, it was doing its usual trick on the way down from when I was going down from New South Wales. I mean, everything went fine. Okay, so I got to St Helens and stopped my car, you know, just to do a little video. Try to start my car again, the fucking thing won't start up. So I'm fucking stressed, eh? Well, I can walk into the town, I guess, and yeah, get help in there. At least I'm not stuck on the way. That would have been worse, but I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy at all. And worst of all, I've got no phone reception here, so just gonna have to work things out. Won't be going to Wineglass Bay today, that's for sure. My trip's ruined. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video and I'll give you an update on my progress. Okay viewers, I'm just walking into St Helens now. I've got no phone reception because I'm on shitty Vodafone, and I'm just gonna have to find somewhere I can get free Wi-Fi. Find a payphone or something to call up Tassie's version of roadside assist, and yeah, get some help from them. I think there's probably no mechanic open today, so I'm pretty fucked, aren't I? I'll see what can be done. I was told by both the bloody roadside assist guy and the mechanic that my alternator was fine. I don't know what's happened. Don't fucking know what's happened. Now on top of that, Mum, like I was going to take it to an auto electrician, but Mum went, no, don't do that, that's expensive. Yeah, well, so yeah, this is the consequences. I should have got the fucking car looked at. Anyway, live and learn. And yeah, live and learn that don't take advice from people who don't bloody know who don't have a fucking clue. Anyway, yeah, getting into the town of St Helens now. I'm going to have a look around and see what's around. Thank God I've got my battery charging pack so my phone can get charged up. So at least I can charge my phone. So I don't have to worry about losing battery on my phone so much. So I'll get this sorted out quick smart, otherwise I'm up shit creek without a paddle. Right, there's a service centre over there, so I'll go and see if they're open. Anyhow, see you in the next video and I'll update you on my situation. Okay viewers, here I am in the town of St Helens. Yeah, thank God Commonwealth Bank has free Wi-Fi, so I'm using that to get reception because Vodafone is not covered around here. So yeah, I've called up RACT, Tasmania's Roadside Assist, and yep, they're very helpful, and they're getting someone on the way to look at my car, and I'll get a call when they're nearly there. I'm about 5 minutes from my car, and yeah, anyway, there's a possibility my car's going to get towed, and yeah, I don't know how much that's going to be, and I might have to reschedule my boat trip back to the mainland if I can't get my car fixed before then. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of rearranging. It's going to be a big inconvenience for my mother though, because I've got to be back by Tuesday. At the end of the day, they're going to have to work something out, but it's a real possibility I'll be down in Tassie for at least a few days longer if I can't get my car fixed before then. Anyhow, that's just my update. I'm now awaiting for a call from the RACT, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Just gonna walk up the road a bit and just wander around a bit and wait for a call back from them. Alright, that's my update. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, I'm back at my car now. Yeah, just got a call from the roadside guy. He's going to be here pretty shortly. He's asked for some details. I've given him a lowdown of what's happened with my car. When I first had troubles with the battery light and all that. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just hope. I hope he can get my car started. I hope I can drive it back to Latrobe at least. So God forbid how much it's going to cost to get the damn thing towed, should that not be an option. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Alright, we'll see you in the next video when I've got the verdict on the car, when the roadside guy comes and has a look at it. Okay viewers, just a little up the road. I don't know if this is no, it's just an RV van. I'm just up the road from my car. Yeah, just thought while I'm waiting for the roadside guy to come. Yeah, here's this is like a bird viewing area, and you can see a bunch of native birds from here. Oh, okay viewers, quick update. The RACT guys came along, had a look at my car. Yep, turns out my battery's fucked, so getting a new battery put in. I'm just at the RACT headquarters, I guess. So yeah, they're just going to put a new battery in. It's a different model, so they're going to have to, I think they're going to have to try and swap the leads or something around to make it fit. So they had one battery available. But yeah, it's going to get put in, and yeah, it should be bright as rain. Okay viewers, very good news. I'm up and going again. Yep, as said, yeah, battery was stuffed. Bought a new battery for $205. It was like a bit of a different fit to the battery, and they had to sort of wonder if the leads extended or not. But yeah, they managed to fit the leads quite okay, and it's installed, and I'm up and going again. So I'm definitely going to go hit Wineglass Bay. It's only about an hour and 38 minutes away from St Helens. Right here I am in the Bay of St Helens. Beautiful spot. Yeah, lots of boats and stuff. I'm not really going to be sticking around in St Helens because I want to get to Wineglass Bay and it's getting on the free now. So I'll get there sometime after 4. And because we've got daylight savings, I'll still have plenty of daylight hour left to get right down the beach. Anyhow, I'm going to take a few photos around here and get my retro cam out and do a bit of a retro cam, and then off I go to Wineglass Bay. Alright, see you in the next video, which should be when I get there. Okay viewers, I'm 40 minutes away from Wineglass Bay. Thought I'd stop by because this looks so beautiful. That's the coastal town of Bicheno. Yeah, How beautiful does that look, eh? Let's do a zoom in. So you've got some headlands there. Main headland of Bicheno. I was just going to go straight to Wineglass Bay, but I thought I'd just stop by here and yeah, do a little video and take a few photos. Alright, well, see you in the next one. Okay viewers, some really crappy news. The fucking battery light came on again after I pulled over near Bicheno to do a bit of, to take a few photos and the like. I turned my car on, went for a drive, and lo and behold, the fucking battery light went on again. Well, I thought, okay, maybe I might just risk it, go to Wineglass and then head back to Dad's, but then I start seeing a drop in power to the cigarette lighter. I was getting 11.9 volts to the transmitter, the immediate transmitter to the radio thing. And I thought, oh no, this is going to happen again. But anyway, I turned the car off, turned it back on again, and so far so good, but I can't risk it. I just cannot risk it. I don't want to risk a good $1,000 or $2,000 tow to get from all the way from here to Launceston or wherever, and I just got to hope this car will make it on the boat tomorrow and hope to make it back home. This is a headache. This is driving me crazy. I don't fucking know what's going on. I can only speculate. I'm actually worried something might be arcing, shorting the battery out. That's actually what's worrying me now. Something's shorting in the electricals maybe. I don't know. I think something might have shortened the life of my other battery that got replaced. So yeah, I can only speculate, but I'm just gonna not turn the car off. I'm just gonna do a straight drive to Dad's, which is 2 hours and 8 minutes away, with my tail between my legs, because I was only 27 minutes away from Wineglass Bay. So yeah, I'm so fucking depressed about this, but what can you do? I suppose the silver lining is at least I got to see the east coast of Australia. It was a beautiful drive down the east coast, and yeah, I actually felt really bloody good in that moment, because until that goddamn battery light just decided to come on again. Fuck me, eh? That's just a kick in the balls. Well, let's hope I make it back to Dad's place. See you back at Dad's. Okay viewers, as you can see, the fucking battery lights come back on again. Yep. I'm just, yeah, still got about an hour and a half to go to get back to Dad's, and I just hope for the love of God that my car makes it in one piece. So yeah, I'm not in a good mood, eh? Yeah, I just don't understand, eh? I don't understand fucking understand. New alternator's perfectly fine, battery replaced, yet the battery light still comes up, and I'm still losing power to my cigarette lighters. So I'm actually scared that something might be intermittently shorting the battery and going to progressively destroy the battery. I'm actually fearful that might be the case. Anyhow, we'll get back to Dad's and we'll see if he maybe his other son, his son Kai, might be able to nut out the problem if he's there. We'll do something anyways. As long as I get back to Dad's, it'll be some form of relief. Alright, see you in the next one. Okay viewers, luckily I've made it back to Dad's. Battery light's still on, and the voltage coming to the transmitter dongle for my media player on my phone going to the radio is reading at 7.4 volts when it should be reading well over 13 volts. So yeah, something's really fucked up here. I'm going to turn the car off. Something smells bad too, and I'm actually a bit worried, so let's turn the car off. I'm going to fire the car up, and I bet the car's not going to even power up. Yep, look at that. not even turning over. So yeah, something's really fucked with my car, eh? Got a new battery in and it made no bloody difference. So I'm gonna have to get this problem sorted out somehow. Looks like I'm gonna have to reschedule my boat trip back and get my car into an auto electrical sometime this coming week. That's how it's looking. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty bloody rotten, eh? Well, at least I had partially a good day, I suppose. Yeah, at least I got to see some nice places, so it wasn't entirely a shit day, but this car has really fucked me over, and yeah, I should have taken to an auto electrical, but no, Mum went, no, it's going to be so expensive. Yeah, good one, Mum. Look what's happened now. Anyway, it's my fault for bloody listening to people who just don't have a clue. Alright, well, time to break the bad news to Dad, and yeah, we're just going to have to see what can be done with this car. See you in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow maybe. Bye for now. Okay viewers, it's Sunday the 20th of October. Yeah, here's a bit of an update on my car. Yeah, I got, as you've seen in the previous video, yeah, from yesterday I had a new battery put in and car ran good for about an hour, then the battery light came back on again. I decided to not risk going to Wineglass Bay and I just spent 2.5 hours driving all the way back here, and on my media player transmitter dongle that runs off the cigarette lighter, it was getting me, I saw the battery voltage readout and it went from 13.5 like it should, down to 12, down 11 and so forth, and all the way down to 8.2 volts. And yeah, as soon as I turned off the engine when I got back to Dad's, car wouldn't start as expected, so battery was dead flat. Anyway, battery's now charged up again. I know that the batteries do get damaged when the voltage goes below a certain threshold, and I hope I haven't damaged the battery, but anyway, time will tell. But the battery is now charged up. Dad's just charged it up with his battery charger. Well, anyway, yeah, so his mate's going to come over today and have a look at the car and test the alternator and all that and see what he can come up with. Either way, this car's most likely going to go to an auto electrician on hopefully either Monday or Tuesday. Speaking of which, I've just cancelled my return trip back to the mainland on the boat. I was supposed to go back tonight, but that's not happening now. So I'm down here in Tassie till further notice, till this car gets fixed. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, Dad's confident it's the alternator. I'm half confident, as the alternator tested good according to free mechanics. So we know it's definitely not the battery. But anyway, assuming it, I mean, yeah, it's likely, there likely is an intermittent fault with the alternator, but if it's not the alternator, it's likely to be the wiring somewhere. Either there is like a broken wire that's making contact and then not making contact, and hence, while it's not making contact, the battery's not getting charged, and the electricals in the car are draining the battery while it's not charging. Or there may possibly be a intermittent resistive short somewhere, as in not a dead short, but it's like it is like partially shorting, as in there's a resistive parasitic load on the battery or something somewhere from faulty components maybe, or faulty wiring somewhere. I don't know. I'm just speculating. That's just a guess off my top of my head. So I know it's like you put a resistor across the battery, the battery will progressively drain. Obviously, you dead short it, it'll dead short the battery, and the piece of metal will burn and that sort of thing, and the battery might explode, but it's definitely not that. So yeah, but anyway, but I think, yeah, likely it's the alternator or broken wiring somewhere in the charging system. They're the two things I can think of at this point in time. Anyhow, today, yeah, so till Dad's mate comes, I'm just going to be probably around here and do a bit of metal detecting in areas of Dad's yard that I've not gotten to yet, just to pass the time. Later on, I'm hoping to catch up with one of my good friend that I've been hanging out with later on today. Hope that happens. Yeah, it's a bit of a beautiful day to be to be stuck at home. So yeah, I'll see what happens over the day. Anyhow, we'll update you in the next video on the progress of my car. See you in the next one. Okay viewers, it's Monday the 21st of October. Here's a little update on my car. Yeah, Dad's mate's had a look at the car, and he's figured out that yeah, the alternator is charging the battery, but there is there's actually a regulator on the alternator that excites the alternator in order to keep the battery charged, and the regulator is just not exciting the alternator. So he reckons that the regulator in the alternator is suspect as the fault. So well, anyway, I've called up Mainwaring Auto Electricals in Devonport. They've got me booked in for Wednesday the 23rd of October, and so my car's going to go in on that day to get looked at, and hopefully on the day or the next day the car will be repaired and right as rain again. And I am sort of aiming to catch the boat back on Friday night. That's the plan anyways. Yeah, I've got to get back to, I've got work next Monday, so I'm going to try and get back before then. What was I going to say? But anyway, in the meantime, I can drive this car locally anyhow. Dad's got a battery charger. I'm actually going to go to an auto sales place and just and buy a battery jump starter kit. One of those like pre-charged batteries that can just, yeah, charge the car battery should anything like this happen again, even if I get it fixed. So it'll get me by, you know, in case of situations like this. That's the plan. Well, yeah, and over the next couple of days, yeah, I can drive my car, but just only locally, and yeah, sort of keep within range of main cities and towns. That's yeah, I'll do something over the next couple of days. I've got my friend to hang out with, so yeah, it'll be nice to hang out with her a bit more. All right, well anyway, that's about it. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, just a bit of an update on my situation with my car. Yeah, I gave my car a bit of a drive this morning, and the barrier light immediately went on, so I wasn't going to risk driving it even to Devonport. But I mean, it probably would have made it, but yeah, anyway, yeah, Dad took me out to the auto, to the homemaking area, where you got like Bunnings and I think it's called the Homemaking Centre or something. You got Bunnings and Autobarn and a whole bunch of other places. Anyway, we went to Autobarn, bought this battery starter kit. It's a jump starting kit, jump starting battery sort of pack to jump start your car. It does. Yeah, I hear it's got some pretty good rep in jump starting cars and stuff, and yeah, it outputs 1,000 amps, and yeah, I'll drive my car around and see how I go. I mean, it's going to go in on Wednesday to the auto electrician, but tomorrow I'll drive it around and see how far I get with my battery. If my car goes flat, I can just jump start it with this, and I'm right as rain again until I stop my car again, I guess. Anyway, it's got the jump starter leads and this plugs into the side. This cost me over $170, by the way. The interesting thing about this jump starter pack is it is charged from it's pretty much charged from a USB phone charger port, pretty much phone charger jack. So it charges from 5 volts, 2.1 amps, which is interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting that. So it jump starts, yeah, just from a phone charger pretty much. And also this can actually be used, it's got multi-purpose, it's not just a jump starter pack, it also can be used to charge up your phones, your tablets and other USB devices. So it's a very handy device. Anyway, I'm glad I bought it. I'm just charging it up now. I'm going to charge it to full charge. It's already pre-charged to half, so charging it up to full. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, in other news today, I did some metal detecting, found a few nice old coins, including an old 1885 Victorian penny and a 1926 sixpence, and I found a few other. I think I found a rue penny and a few other interesting things at the park, at a local park down the road from me. Some bad news though. Mum rang me up and told me that I've got a speeding fine from Tasmanian police. So yeah, so I hear that there's what they call hot boxes around. It's like a speed camera on a trailer sort of thing. I saw one of those once, and yeah. Anyway, I was oblivious to when the infringement was made. I was oblivious to those devices. So yeah, I was in a random country road. Anyway, it's $101 to demerit points off my license. I've got a lead foot, so yeah, it's one of my bad habits. I like to speed. I'm just gonna have to be sensible, and I just gotta hope for the love of God I haven't done it any other. I hope I haven't got any more fines coming my way. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pretty devastated if I do. So yeah, $101 fine, 2 demerits off my license. So I'm not thrilled about that at all. But I don't know. I'm more bothered by the 2 demerit points than just the $101 fine. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So today's been all right, apart from the news of the speed fine. But yeah, tomorrow I plan to catch up with my good friend. So that's what I plan to do tomorrow. Catch up with my good friend and hang out somewhere. All right, that's about it. See you in the next video. Okay viewers, I'm just out with a friend today. We're just going for a bit of a cruise. I'm out at Penguin, and yeah, I've never seen this before, but yeah, someone's artistically created a TARDIS, which is pretty cool. And this is like a library, free use library, so if you want to, that's how it opens. Yeah, if you want to do a bit of free reading, got a range of books in here. I have a tendency to wonder if there's dishonest people that would steal the books. Hopefully not. I think most people around here are pretty honest and have some integrity. But anyway, but yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I mean, we have something like that up at our botanical gardens, and over here is the famous penguin wearing the McGrath Foundation suit. Yeah, I remember when I first came here, Penguin was wearing a Santa suit because it was near Christmas time. Alright, well anyway, yeah, so yeah, we're just having a nice cruise around, and yeah, just saying we stopped here in Penguin. I thought I'd film the penguin and the TARDIS. Alright, see you next video.